Hello and welcome back to Dead Cells. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing a run on the Grenadier aspect, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm holding on to a grenade. The Grenadier aspect makes it so killing an enemy with a grenade resets its cooldown. Generally that means that, clearing through regular stages is going to be pretty easy for the most part. But it doesn't leave all that much in the way of dealing with bosses. Because grenades are long cooldown and burst damage. Not the greatest combo for dealing with bosses. I mean, Giantkiller itself also isn't that great for dealing with certain bosses, but for the most part it should be okay. Also, the main reason I took the cluster grenade in this pool, and I'm not just rolling with the powerful grenade, aside from the fact that, I can't equip two powerful grenades at the same time unless one of them is legendary. But I mostly just wanted to see if the powerful grenade, or not the powerful grenade, if the cluster grenade actually did, reset its cooldown for enemies killed with the bombs that it drops. And it looks like it does, so that's pretty cool. Oven Knights are going to be a little bit of an issue because one explosion will, destroy their shields and then they won't take actual damage from it. But well, if I didn't miss, actually it doesn't matter because the cooldown got reset. But the cluster grenade can actually, break their shields, so that's something. It's like a specific counter to them, kind of. But yeah, this part is going to be a bit of an issue because I don't have, well, because, my grenades are on cooldown, so I'm going to have to clear through this with the Giantkiller. And it's not my favorite weapon, but it's serviceable at the very least. Yeah, these guys are gonna be the bane of my existence more or less because I guess attacking them with the Giantkiller doesn't break that shield in front of them for some reason, but that's okay. Well, I guess maybe not breaking the shields should be a good thing, but not entirely sure. That's a nice combo right there. I guess I do have to be careful about spamming it too much because the grenades might steal kills from each other and not reset both the cooldowns. But I'm not sure. We'll have to see more about that. So I'm thinking about which route I'm going to take for the purpose of, which boss I'm going to fight with the Giantkiller. And that is definitely a difficult decision to make because on the one hand, I've already fought the Giant 2 times in a row now, as far as videos go. But also, I really don't want to fight Timekeeper with this, or the Scarecrow. I mean, I think Timekeeper is manageable with this because I mean, I can just parry. That works. Bloodthirsty Shield, legendary. You don't hate to see it, of course. It's gonna scale up pretty well with both of our stats, being a legendary and also applying bleeding will maybe make my grenades do more damage against bosses and other things. As for which route to take now, I could, I'll go for the sewers and then I'll pivot to the ramparts. How about that? Because I do want to fight the concierge with this because I don't feel like it's going to be fun fighting Conjunctivious with it. Or actually, maybe it wouldn't be so bad now that I think about it. You know what? Yeah, I'll fight Conjunctivious. I don't know. I didn't really think about this too much ahead of time. Just sort of hopping in here, going about things, seeing how it goes. Already, it's cool to know that how the cluster grenade works with this, which is good. Necromancy could be interesting. I don't think Heart of Ice is going to do anything. Blind Faith would probably be good later. And even now, but I don't think I really need it. As for these, I don't think there's anything like grenade specific. Could take No Mercy just to make sure that stuff gets executed, but I don't know if that would count for the trigger. Instinct the Master of Arms could be good, I guess, but not at the moment because that needs time to scale. Honestly, could just take Necromancy as like an emergency case in case I drop too low on HP. I feel like that's a good decision. Because, you know, it's possible. But yeah, I figured Toxic Sewers has a lot of enemies that are clumped up close together, and they will probably be easily dispatched with a couple grenades. Unless I miss like that. That's fine. I'm trying to keep an eye out to see if the grenades will reset, or if killing an enemy with one... Okay, wait, I got it now. Oh, never mind, that didn't kill, so never mind. Sorry, I didn't properly say what I meant, but I'm trying to see if killing an enemy with a grenade resets the cooldown of all grenades, or if it's just the specific grenade that gets the kill. But I sort of bungled the test, so... Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be plenty of times to test it later, or I can just check back in the footage for when it inevitably will happen. Alright, I gotta I gotta wake up, get going. Pretty much every time I record is like soon after I wake up, because that's the like best time for it, but of course that means I get a little sleepy. But it should be okay. The enemies are sort of not immediately dying to grenades as much as I was hoping, which is an issue. But if we can get a good rhythm like that, I think things are going to be okay. I do really enjoy a reset-based mechanics in games. I feel like they are very satisfying to use. I don't know if the same thing like really fully applies to these grenades, but you know, that's something that I'll have to see as we go on with this. I mean, for the most part, it's working pretty well so far. But yeah, I don't know how the grenades are gonna scale up. I got behind it and then tried to parry, so it didn't go. I think that's what happened anyway. Well, at least there's some necromancy value. This thing does like no damage on the first two swings. It's okay. I think another thing that I'm definitely going to be going for, and I think I did already talk about it a little bit, or at least I said that I was going to be taking it, is cooldown reduction in the form of the... What do you call it? The one that gives you cooldown reduction on a parry. I don't take it that often, so I don't remember what it's called. Blind Faith, I think it's called. That sounds about right. I think that's correct. But yeah, I'll probably be taking that, because there's going to be a lot of parrying going on to deal with some of the later bosses. Pretty much every later boss I can really think of, if I'll be honest. You know, something that I just thought about, and I'm not sure if I've ever tested it before, is if Spite works on assault shields in a way that like you just run into enemies, like, or you like do the dash through enemies and then it applies the bonus damage from Spite. That could be interesting. I know Spite doesn't really scale all that well, so it wouldn't be amazing, but that's something. I definitely do have to get around to doing a parry only run, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that, because it's gonna be difficult. Oops. Huh? It looked like the cluster grenade reset the powerful grenade's cooldown, but I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to keep track of while I'm also like trying not to get hit. I think like half the times I got hit earlier was because I was trying to keep track of it. But I don't know. That happened like 2 minutes ago. How am I supposed to remember that? I mean, come on. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be gathering groups of enemies on top of me and then blowing them all up. But I've pretty much cleared the whole area already. I should check that shop to see if there's a better grenade. I don't really like buying at this stage of the game, though. I might wait until later. I didn't think I was gonna get that parry, but I'm not gonna complain. Nope, I think the one I have right now is better. Anything else over here? Yeah, there's a scroll fragment. Alright, now I'm thinking maybe it didn't actually... That's a ×4 magic missile. Not the run for it, but that would be fun. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, now I'm thinking that it didn't actually reset the grenade's cooldown when I killed it with a different grenade. I think it just sort of happened to time in a way where I thought I saw it. Trying to pay attention to more things than I normally do is difficult for this. But yeah, I think this can do okay against Conjunctivious. I feel like the grenades should hopefully one-shot the tentacles, because I don't think they have damage reduction. There's gonna be like a guaranteed skill shop in the next area, right? I don't need to swing it for another. And by the next area, I mean the area after the prison, because of course I'm gonna need that extra scroll, especially when I need these things to be doing as much damage as possible. I wonder if it would be a good idea to take... I think I did already talk about this, right, with the No Mercy. I'll try it. I want to see how this interacts, because it could be extremely useful, or it could be a liability. Because I'm thinking of a situation where the powerful grenade gets an enemy down to 15%, kills it, and then it doesn't reset its cooldown, and it doesn't give the cluster grenade an opportunity to reset its cooldown either. And I'll put that in the backpack just for a bit, and sell it later if I need to. No real reason, just... I don't know. Okay. Well, looks like that execute worked at the very least. Oh. Nice. Okay, yeah, so execute with the No Mercy does count. That's going to be a very useful thing here. Sorry, I'm stopping to not talk for a bit while doing all this. I'm just trying to like get my thoughts sorted out with all this. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, cluster grenade is gonna be very helpful in closed off areas like that. Also, you know, No Mercy is just gonna be helpful clearing out regular enemies. Ah, come on. Nice. Got it in the air. There we go. Not exactly clean, but I do what I can with what I have. At least the fourth attack in that combo does damage, even if it's very difficult to actually get to. I don't need to get another Giantkiller immediately. I can wait. He says, doing very little damage. I don't think increasing the base damage by just like one level is really going to make all that much of a difference, though. Maybe if I can get something that has bonus damage to bleeding, I could sort of cheese it. get that little extra bit of DPS out. Ah, it's stuck in the animation. That doesn't feel good. Okay. Uh-oh. Unfortunate. Does enough damage to stagger at the very least. Oh, chicken, hell yeah. I probably should have waited a little bit just to get like max value out of it. He had iframes from that? Okay. Yeah, this is not an area where I feel confident in like grouping enemies for big explosions. I am definitely terrified of slammers. Anything good here? Second cluster grenade. That has potential. Bonus damage to bleeding. Higher level for higher base damage. You know, that's... Can't complain. Definitely useful. And I may come to regret it, but I'm gonna stick with the sewer path. Yeah, I want to fight Conjunctivious. See how this fares. The actual boss, Conjunctivious itself, you know, stays still for a good amount of time, so should be okay. And yeah, I'll take Soldier's Resistance. I feel like this is an okay setup. Definitely gonna need some more scrolls to really scale it up though, but should be fine. Definitely at least serviceable for the moment we're at right now. Alright. And I think it did actually reset that cooldown. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess they are actually resetting each other's cooldowns. Whoops. That was the one I meant to take. Doesn't really matter though. I mean, off stats are off stats. But, you know, every percentage of HP does count, so it's an optimization I could have made. Okay, let's see what we got here for grenades. IX with bonus damage to bleeding. What could I possibly ask for other than that? I could ask for a different cluster grenade, I guess, but I mean, I just picked up a new one and it seems to be working pretty well. I should have been prepping that. Never mind. I had enough prep time. Yeah, using the Giantkiller against not bosses or elites is kind of painful. For how heavy this sword looks, it does definitely hit like a pool noodle. And the animation makes me think of a pool noodle as well. That's big damage. And now the scrolls are evened out, so didn't even matter that I took the wrong one just a minute ago. Please. Gotta get down. I don't like this area, if I'll be honest. At least there's a baguette, though. Even if it is infected, that is still good to have. Oh, and there's an uninfected one as well. Thank you, Food RNG. Very, very kind of you. Ah. I think there's a bug in my eyebrow or something. That's not anything new. Bugs are pretty common around here, but it's annoying, to say the least. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there's that scroll of power there. I can come back to it after the malaise stops ticking. I think that would be a better call. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference right now. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Yeah, at least it does good DPS to those guys. Oh. Okay, good. That actually did kill him. I was a little concerned that I wouldn't have. I feel like getting a good grasp on the way the grenades like get lobbed instead of, you know, firing straight out at enemies is I wouldn't say crucial, but it's definitely helpful. So that's good. It does definitely look and feel like a wet pool noodle. Well, not so much a wet pool noodle, because pool noodles are made of like that styrofoam substance, so not really, they don't really retain water. Yeah, I'll take this against my better judgment. Rampart? This is kind of a tough call, because I feel like the Rampart is definitely good with Giantkiller, and I feel like I'd honestly need it. But yeah. Actually, I could have held on to the shield, maybe done something with like the other backpack. No thank you. Oh, I guess I'm stuck here. Oh, it's not so bad. But yeah, taking Cursed Chests in this area where poison is abundant is maybe a poor judgment call, but I think it should be okay. Because I can hopefully clear it mostly out by dealing with small enemies. And now that I have the map pointed out for me, I can see what do you call them, scorpions in the ground ahead of time. And I think the tentacles as well. I'm not gonna risk it with that tentacle. I do not trust it in the slightest. Okay, that was a little close. No. Forgive me for my cowardice, but I don't want the run to end that way. Yeah, see, there's an enemy in the ceiling here, which means it's probably going to be a kamikaze bat, and I can clear that out very easy. See, easy peasy. No need to risk it with the tentacle. And yeah, I'll go back for that other thing. The scroll. Oh, that's not the way to go. This is a weird little pocket for a scroll to be in. A very annoying little pocket as well, because I can't roll through the wall. But I'm pretty sure that's it. Nothing else I need in this area. Except to get a better Giantkiller. I think that would be helpful. That's the wrong store. Right here, the one that I didn't check. Okay, 20% base damage. Victims slow nearby enemies. I mean, they all pretty much have that, so I guess I'll get the cheapest one. 50% damage at max HP, that's not happening. And then I'll grab that baguette, and then we can get going. I don't think I'm going to bother picking up that key, because it's most likely just going to be gold that I'll buy with it, and yeah. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Because with a little preview of the items in here, it doesn't really look like anything's grabbing my attention. I will check the cluster grenade, of course. It's a little better at base. And I think I will, because the bonus damage to bleeding targets now that I don't have my bleed shields, it doesn't really matter all that much. So this fight shouldn't be too terrible. I'm more concerned about the actual tentacles than Conjunctivious herself. I feel like she's not going to be too bad to deal with. And yeah, I'm not gonna change up my mutation settings just for this fight. I think we're good to go with just this. Might be a little bit overconfident on my part, but I think it should be okay. Conjunctivious spends a lot of time not really moving all that much, so get some good DPS with that at the very least. All right. Okay. Oh, double okay. Nice, nice. The execute damage does work on the tentacles, which is very, very good. Okay, you know, Giantkiller is doing a good job of killing this giant. I have to admit. This is where it gets tricky, though. Because it's hard to dodge all of this. Eh. Okay, okay. Not clean, but it's done. That's a cheap angle. Alright, nice. Well, it's a good thing the tentacles don't really do all that much damage. Especially when I have all this extra max HP. So, you know, not exactly a clean fight. Took a lot of little hits, but nothing too bad. And yeah, I guess we'll go to the graveyard. And I think I am going to elect to fight the giant for a third time in a row. Sorry if that's a disappointment, but I really don't see this being very good against the Timekeeper, and definitely not the Scarecrow. I can barely even fight the Scarecrow with an actual good build for the Scarecrow. So, yeah. I think it's going to be okay, though. Because I mean, we paid a visit to Conjunctivious, someone we don't see all that often. Also took the full like route through the sewers, which is pretty uncommon as well. I feel like there's enough freshness in this. Ah, unfortunate. And by unfortunate, I mean I did something dumb. Definitely can't blame that on RNG or luck in general. I'm starting to think maybe I should take disengagement. I don't think I need it though. I think I'm doing okay. That's some solid damage at least. Okay. But yeah, Grenadier having these grenades on low cooldown, or pretty much infinite cooldown, I guess. Infinite in the opposite way, but you get what I'm talking about. 0 cooldown. It's definitely helpful. Because like comparing this to some other aspect runs, it's definitely a bit underwhelming. Because, you know, grenades are good, but they're not like that good. And you mostly want to be concerned about dealing with bosses, not so much smaller enemies. At least in my experience. Because most of the times I die are in a boss fight, not against regular enemies. Unless I'm cursed. But that's always the exception. Because against a curse you can die by stepping your toe in poison. Which normally wouldn't even kill you, because actually it can't. Poison can only bring you down to 1 HP. But yeah. Yeah, just mindlessly spamming the grenades there works pretty well. So that's good. And if I don't jinx it by pointing it out, if I can get 20 more kills, then, or 20 more kills without getting hit, then I gain access to the High Rollers Lounge, by which I mean the 60 kill door. Yeah, places where enemies are grouped up like this are very nice. Whoops. Wasted that grenade there, but it's off cooldown now, so it doesn't even matter. And I'm not going to go for the Graveyard Curse just because I'm scared. There's nothing more to it, I'm scared. I think I can go with one less Curse Scroll for this run. And I know cursed chests are more or less mandatory at 5 BC, but I don't think that means you have to take all of them. I think there's some leeway. Oh, nice. because it died like, or because I did most of its HP while the cluster grenades were still like bouncing around, it actually got the kill to reset. That's pretty cool. That's some interesting tech right there. I don't actually need any healing right now. I'm just scoping out this area so that when I get low, it'll be easier to go through. If that makes sense. I feel like it does. Because if I'm really hurting, then I don't want to be running through a bunch of enemies. Although, I do have Necromancy, so in a way I sort of do. Oh. Did the little thrust forward when I expected the combo to have been reset, so that didn't work out too well, but it's okay, it's okay. Just a little spooky. Crusher? That's not a grenade. Whoops. It would probably help against bosses, if I'll be honest, but I don't necessarily want to swing it. I think I can swing it. Just, I prefer the thematics. I probably should have left that there just in case, but actually, you know, we've got the shop open. It's fine. Not in dire straits for healing. Necromancy, I haven't been getting a huge amount of value of, so I will probably swap that out very soon. But it is nice just to have for insurance. Is that this area cleared? Oh, there's that amulet that I should probably check out. Extra jump in midair. And it sort of screws up my stat distribution, but yeah. Yeah, I will go to the Sepulcher because all the enemies in the caverns are very tanky. I don't think I can kill them reliably with my grenades. Ah. I had to take a big swig there, not just a sip. Getting a little bit scratchy from all this talking. But you know, the more I do it, the better my speaking stamina is gonna get, and the more I can talk for long periods of time without feeling like I'm going to perish. So that's good. And there's no need to change it right now. I'll change it before the boss. I feel like I'm comfortable taking the Sepulcher Curse chest. Oh, hello, cat. My boy has walked past me. Hopefully he doesn't start meowing, but he might. I fed him earlier, so he shouldn't be hungry. He might just want some attention. But the run's not going to last for that much longer. I'll give him what he needs. I feel like the Sepulcher is like the ideal area for grenades because they just get like, or there's a lot of enemies clustered together is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'll take the curse chest. I feel like the Sepulcher isn't too scary of an area. Also, if you hear some noise in the background, that's my cat eating dry food. And by eating dry food, I mean fitting as much of it as he can in his mouth and then throwing it all over the floor and then picking up the pieces individually because he's a weirdo. But he's my weirdo, and I love him. Yeah, didn't get either of the bats with that cluster grenade, which is a little tough, but I think we're good. Nice, nice. You know, it probably won't even pick up on the mic, but yeah, just good to note. I didn't need to jump. I could have used my head to grab that. It reminds me of like the old, well, I say old, but they still work, of course. The speedrun strats of like just like spamming your head to pick up a key while breaking the door in the still village. It doesn't save all that much time, but you know, every second counts. XS I think is definitely a worthwhile jump. Jump in DPS. Yeah, I think that's good. Wow, I have a lot of money. Incentivized zones sure are incentivized, huh? But you know, that's cool. Stimulating the economy. How bad could that possibly be? In this game, I think pretty good. Because it gives me more room to play around rerolling my mutations, as well as buying food and stuff from the shop, so I don't completely die. Bye, cat. Always a pleasure. Ooh, he got clobbered. Hell yeah. Where am I going now? Looks like just climbing through corridors as usual. Oh man, there's my dog adding more background noise into the mix. Yeah, him I do have to take care of. Just a little bit. Because, you know, dogs need attention in addition to food and water and shelter. But it's no trouble. I love animals, of course. I think I did complain about my dog a little bit in the last episode, but he's good. He's good. Very, very kind. Likes to sit with me whenever I'm doing something, for the most part. And then, like, you know, just... He always looking for pets and likes to lick my hands to show some affection. You know, he's a good dog. Just having to take care of him sometimes is a little bit annoying when he drags mud all over the place and stuff like that, but it's okay. Not too big of an issue. One enemy away from the 60 door. Okay. 0 enemies away from the 60 door. Very okay. Some would say even ideal. Yep. 5% extra damage reduction is definitely good. Definitely good. Scroll of power. Scroll fragment. A shop there. Could have something good. Not really though, because I just upgraded my stuff not that long ago. But gotta entertain the possibility. Oh, that's good damage. Nice, nice. Alright, yeah, this is definitely very strong. I think it was the right choice to pair this with the Giantkiller to give me some more like boss fighting potential, while my ability to clear out normal enemies is pretty much taken care of. I'll go the slightly long way. I think it'll end up being worth. Assuming there's like any light on the way so I don't get destroyed by the darkness. Oh, never mind, it's just traps all the way. I don't think I'm gonna take a lot of damage to traps. Yeah, we're good. Oh, and there's a teleporter. Nice. XS, I have 9S, it's fine. No need to go for an upgrade right away. And yeah, I did say I was gonna fight the giant. You know, I do have time. I could go through like the distillery or the palace. I could definitely swing that. 2 bonus stats, and same thing that I care about on this. That seems good to me. And I'll be right back. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of cuts in this video, but I think that's going to be okay for the most part. Gotta keep everybody happy and healthy in here. I am going to take no mercy. I like the execute. And 40% increased max HP is nothing to scoff at. I think Soldier's Resistance is one of the better like all-purpose scrolls, or not scrolls, but mutations for a survival build. I might have forgotten something, but I don't know. Yeah, my dog is chilling on the ground next to me for now, so hopefully he doesn't make a lot of noise, but it's not gonna be the end of the world. Whoops. Solid amount of DPS. Oh, got him with the arrow as well. Bump, bump, bana. I like when it lines up with the music like that. Oh, get me up here. Oh nice, got it. Snagged him with the big shot. I like to go for flawless if I can, but I'm not going to be too hung up about it if I don't get it. Just taking a second to enjoy this music. It's very nice. Oh, boss executed. There we go. I wonder if the execute is like for their combined HP bar or something like that. That'd be interesting, because he definitely seemed like he was at a lot more than like 8% HP when he got executed there. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever actually taken... I don't think I've actually ever taken No Mercy to this boss. Yeah, let's go Hypebeat Castle. I've got enough stuff to warrant that. Oh, dog is on the move. Look at him go. He's walked over to the water dish and now he's drinking. Wowie. How exciting. Nah. I don't think I need to change up my mutations. I think we're good as is. And I really don't want to go to the distillery. But it might be good. No. I really don't want to. I hate that place. Never go back. I mean, I feel like this build's okay for it, but it's just... I don't want to have to deal with all the explosive barrel traps and everything. It's really annoying. I'm just so glad I have some way to deal with these demons. Grenades are definitely a godsend here. Oh. Hang on, my computer stuttered a bit. Let me check to make sure the recording's okay. It looks like it is. Looks like it is. Okay. Definitely paranoid. Well. Okay, that was a little scary. Recording, you good? It looks like it's good, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with my computer right now, but it seems to be a little spicy, to say the least. Alright, good. I was a little worried about this fight. The elite slasher always kind of gets me, because he's so fast. Absolutely zooming. Yeah, I really hope my recording doesn't crash. I'm okay if the game crashes, because if the game crashes, I can just restart it. But if my recording, crashes, that's pretty much it. Also, that was very unfortunate. I thought I could burst him down in time, but that was a fool's idea. Glad I could get him though. Yeah, okay. Duly noted. Be ready with the parry. And give those, what do you call them? Give the heavy guardians, the big sword men, big boys, broadsword boys. Give them a little bit more credit, I guess, or a little bit more fear. Oh no, not two of them. Oh, never mind. Literally not two of them. They are dead. Yeah, I'll take on a little bit of malaise for this. I feel like it's worth. Oh, that's my bad. Fully negated that attack. Which is good when it's the enemy, but not when it's mine. And yeah, this guy shouldn't be too bad. Okay, phew. A little worried there. Getting a lot of value out of the executes here. I'm definitely happy to see that. Alright, cool. I was a little worried that I might have to actually use my melee weapon against him, and then I would have been a little bit worried, but looks like that's not the case. Also, I was looking at my malaise bar and almost jumped directly into those spikes, and that would have been not very good. Not that I need to tell you that, because you already know. 11? Okay. Bonus damage to a slowed down target and slows down enemies when they die seems good. It already has like the same buffs that I have currently. And you know, maybe when we get to the final boss, I'll re-roll that and look for bonus critical damage. I think that's good. Yeah, because the boss he doesn't summon ads. That seems like a pretty good plan to me. If I am allowed to pat myself on the back like that. Oh, another stutter. Check the recording. Recording looks okay. Apologies for constantly checking, but it gives me peace of mind to know that what I'm doing right now isn't just gone to the ether. Because it's happened before, and it's not very cool. Now, this area is kind of big. Might take a little bit of time to navigate, but I think we're okay. Oh. A lot of stutters. A lot of stutters here. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I'll upgrade everything. I feel like we can afford it. Pretty okay. It's the power of stonks, and by stonks I mean incentivized biomes. I missed. %30 bonus damage to slow down targets. It's triggering. Oh, nice. Now it does enough damage to put that guy into the execute threshold, so I don't even have to worry about him. The powerful grenade, I mean. Oh, cool. The last scroll fragment. Or maybe there'll be more. I don't know. But the last one I need for my scroll. Excuse me, where'd my grenade go? Why is that man still spinning even after he's fallen? I could have sworn I threw a grenade at him. And it should have made him perish, but it didn't. Questionable, questionable. Oh, there's another scroll fragment over there. I should take it. I might as well. Since I don't bother to learn how many scroll fragments are in each area, I should, you know, just in case. Just in case. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna drop the ice shards just yet. I'm not holding them for any reason, I'm just not gonna drop them. Because I don't feel like it. Oh man, it's hot in here. I can't have my fan on because it's gonna make so much background noise. And I got a towel over my hands to try to reduce the noise from the keyboard as well, so. Oh boy, it's tough, but it's gotta be done. Gotta be done. Okay, we're on the home stretch here. Just gotta beat this man, and then the Astrolab, and then we're good. There's also the possibility that the recording is corrupted, more or less, or I lost like part of it already from that first stutter, so this isn't gonna be visible, but it's happening for me. Good parries, good parries. Gotta pat myself on the back a little bit. Should be due to go into second phase anytime now. Yeah, there he is. And I wasted my grenade, but that's okay. Because these guys are elites, more or less. Most of them are. Yeah, lined him up with a zombie right there. Ah. I was too busy in my revelry that I didn't see that he was using that attack. So, you know, got snagged. No flawless, but that's okay. I believe I said last time, or maybe one of the times before, if you get a flawless every time, the flawless will stop being special. So it's important to get a hit in here and there, or let him get a hit in here and there, just to be nice, just to make it fair. Does hurt to see those red chains though, as always. I think I should be okay. I've got disengagement for emergencies, so I think we're good. Taking a nice swig of water between every zone to stay hydrated. Feels like a good time to do it. Because it's not like there's much on the screen to talk about anyway. Oh, that was kind of close. Not for the sake of dying, but just like for getting hit. That's kind of fun, you know, using one grenade to clear out the guy protecting him, and then the other to clear him out. That's Grenadier value right there. I know Grenadier is like the I think Grenadier is like the proper pronunciation, but like Grenadier I guess would be like the Americanization of it. I never really know whether to use what I think is correct or what like the Americanization of it is, because, you know, I live in America, so that's how people talk. But another thing that I always say is is it doesn't really matter which words you use or how you say them as long as the point gets across with what you're talking about. Which isn't true for every situation, of course, because, you know, there's intonation, connotation, the way you're, like, implying things. But it's more specifically just, like, for, like, typos or using the wrong words, but they're close enough that people can get what you're talking about by, like, the context. I hope that explanation makes any sense at all, but it very easily could just not. Shoots a volley of arrows. Yeah, okay. Shoots a volley of arrows. Yeah, sure, why not? Those arrows should do damage against the boss. It's value. I mean, chances are I'm going to be facing him when I'm attacking him for the most part, so... I hope I can get up here and there's no lip. There's a lip. Feels not so good, man. That's okay. Tried to be sneaky, and the game said no. It's not like we can't recover. It does feel good that the grenades themselves are doing this much damage. I was kind of worried that they might need, like, a... Or the Grenadier aspect needed, like, a... like, grenades deal a little bit of bonus damage, like 10% bonus or something to make it feel good, but... Nope, it looks like it's just good. I don't normally use grenades, like, to try to one-shot enemies that often. I mostly just use them, like... Or to one-shot large enemies, I mean. I mostly just use them, like, to get some supplementary damage in. Also, that was a bad roll on my part. Definitely not my best work, but not dead. Not dead. Let me see what's on that scroll. 2-2, 2 extra jumps in midair. Poison enemies that wound you. I guess it's better. It's pretty much the same. More or less. Poison Cloud and directly poisoning enemies doesn't really make all that much of a difference. I'm pretty sure. Plus I don't intend to be getting hit constantly, so... It's, yeah. Not what I'm going for. I feel like I'm okay to take this now. I can waste the 8% by not waiting a little longer. It'll make it so I'm less likely to get, like, bursted down to my disengagement, which means I'm less likely to die in general. That is my justification for my actions. And I feel like it's logical, more or less. Oh yeah, I guess the grenades aren't really killing most of the enemies themselves. It's the execute. Maybe they are. I don't know. Damn, that guy like barely even teleported in before he blew up. I was kind of worried I mistimed that. It's kind of fun how like the first grenade knocks him up into the air. Unfortunate. But he didn't see me, so it's fine. Only you saw me fail. Okay, good. I'm glad that one got him. Not that I don't think I can dodge the librarians. It's just annoying and I don't want to have to. Eh. I stand by the idea that it's annoying. I wonder if my stuff has bonus damage to frozen targets. My powerful grenade. I could check. I also don't really care. Nope, it doesn't. It's just doing good damage. Prep up the shots, and yep, there we go. That is one thing that makes heavy weapons significantly more usable. It's the ability to, you know, prep up the shot like that. And I'm not going back to the shop for like 8% HP. I think I'm okay with adding a couple, not even a couple extra minutes, just adding like 1 extra minute or like an extra 30 seconds just to not have to do that. Let me see if I can get bonus crit damage. Poisons the enemy and bonus critical damage. Why not? These both have bonus damage to poison target too. Okay, you know, that turned out to be good. And yeah, I'll just keep what I have. Like, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I think this will go well. Collector, I think I've proven that I'm not that great at his boss fight anymore, because it's a long one and I need more practice against it. So we'll see how this goes. This is the sort of build that I probably should have tested against him, just to see like how I can dodge with the Giantkiller, but I didn't think that far ahead. But yeah, that's what the practice tool is for. So I should utilize it. Eh. At least I'm tanky. Go gadget grenade. Am I getting the poison on him first? I should definitely be doing that. He doesn't really get poisoned for all that long, but if I get multiple hits, I think I can get it. Nope. Yeah, this attack is the one I always have a hard time dodging. Not this one, but the fire tornado. It's when he combos the fire tornado into that one though that I have an issue, because he'll like push you into the wall if you try to parry it, and then because of that, like when he goes into the other one, the like overhead librarian style attack, it'll, oh, you know, you'll just take immediate damage because you're already like pressed up in the wall when the spikes come out. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world if that sort of stuff happens. He's really chugging through these potions, so I guess the fight's going fine. And I wasted the the cluster grenade, but that's okay. I think I missed that last parry. Not the end of the world though. Ah. I'm parrying. I'm parrying over here. Hey, I'm parrying over here. Trust me, I know it's not funny. It's just fun to say. Okay, there's the parry. And the bonk. Consume. I should kill him with a grenade. I should get the reset off on him for that. Oh. I parried off of instinct. Unfortunate. I'm sorry I could not flex upon the man. Okay, well. I'm not sure how entertaining this is as a video, but hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, you know, leave a like, subscribe, those sort of things help me out. Only if you feel like it though. Also, comments. Comments help the algorithm like recommend smaller channels as well. I also just like hearing about build recommendations, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day as usual. See you later.